the Zaystal for the Game of Thrones of Ascension as Pangea, turn 36. Messenger from Veritas? Okay, let's just take a look at this for a second. Generally agreed with you on the Fomorian problem. I hope to declare war on the majority of players that are still in the game. Assuming he's left to his devices, I expect he'll probably eventually overpower Mictlan and move on to me, and then probably you and Blanca. Hard to tell, though it seems to me it's much better I did this and then wait until he's good range to take us on him. He's gone with a Demi-Lich with high death, but not a major bless, so I assume he's planning to cast the death globals. I'd much prefer not to fight him with Burden of Time active. Burden of Time is not as much of a problem for me, but it is for everyone else in the game, just as a note, because of recuperation on every one of my units, as well as they just live longer. He's about ready to throw in the towel, but he still doesn't have it. So I don't think he was holding. Okay. He's lost a lot of mages to Mictlan's Bloodbless. Bloodblesses do that. The wasteland thrown between our borders. Where is that? That one, I assume. Oh, this one. This one. Okay. Okay, we tried to assassinate a mage. This isn't going to work out well for our assassin. It worked out fairly well for our assassin. Like, way better than I expected that to. Way better. Okay. Let's take a look at Fomori attacking Mictlan, see if they actually bumped anything. That's a lot of Jaguar warriors. And, you're right, he's all mistformed? Okay, so he has definitely got that. That's horrifying. The Bloodbless isn't that effective against these guys though, because they've got more than 10 magic resistance. It still does occasionally work though. Yeah, these guys back here that don't have very good magic resistance, whenever they land a shot, they hurt themselves. These corpse constructs back here, they just kind of... Oh, they stun you when they get hit. Okay. So yeah, he just got torn apart. Mistform's good. Mistform's very good. And I don't really have the best answer for it currently. So that's going to be horrifying. I'll have to let him know. Nice, we killed them all, finally. All those Nephil Giants dead. Nothing to worry about there. Sieging Fortress. Oh, he took his province back again. Okay, let's see what happens in the battle on Niflheim. See if anything interesting happened. So I kind of skipped over those first ones. Shouldn't be much. Breaking the armor of the Jarls. Yeah, goes pretty much how I expected it to. Although some of them still have armor left, which is just incredibly disappointing. Are those frogs? Okay. You know, even giants can be overpowered by tiny scorpions. That's what we learned there. Okay. Oh man, I actually want to look at this one, see how they did. We know that they win, but how did they win? With their Frostbrands and Vine Shields, and Frostbrands and Ice Shields. Excellent. Excellent. It works precisely how I wanted it to. It didn't kill the guard, but that's fine. Over here in the Mire of Mystery, our raiding force does just fine. One of our Amazons was cursed. Oh well. And we got some items. We'll go ahead and forge another dowsing rod. Man, I'm getting a lot of the astral randoms here, which I'm completely fine with. Okay. So, when can we get something useful? We have to go up to level 4 in order to get something useful for our Earth Mages to cast. Next, instead of flying shards. Okay. But I've also got to find some way to counter Mistform Fog Warriors. Oh, right, and I need to dispatch that message. Kratos. He also has Fog. Pray that away. Get in there, pray that away. It's important. Get over here to Lito, and I think that's where we'll start putting this next one. It's got a lot of stuff here. So where did that battle actually happen? Way over there, far away from me. But he's an air nation, so in an emergency he can just cloud trapeze most of his important mages back. Where are these? Oh, this is in my capital. We're going to start using Voice of Absu. We'll see what we find. I could have my god do it, but she's just so much research, and I want to keep her doing that. Eventually she'll be able to do other things as well, but until then. We got Niflheim under siege, Forest of Hela under siege. I think we can go ahead and put this one under siege as well. If we put 10 bronze defense on that, it should be able to defend itself pretty decently. The wolf tribe cannot. Gotta figure out what I'm actually doing past this Water 9 place, because the centaurs are good and all that, but they can't hit mist-formed units. They cannot do that. I'm gonna need something big here. The Foul Vapors strat wouldn't be bad. Or just poison all of his units and guard all my own. And that's an enchantment, right? Yeah, Foul Vapors, which is easily castable on any Dryad. Or at least the Dryad mothers. It can also be cast on the normal Dryads, but even easier on the mothers. And then Serpent's Blessing. That's basically a good combo that I could go for. And then that also gets me to Gift of Health. So I think that's what I'll be doing once I'm done with my little research goals. Oh, they're trying to take back that fortress. Okay. Okay, you go ahead and do that as much as you'd like. And that's not a really scary army. Not entirely sure whether he hasn't protected that throne at all, but I'm going to take it from him. And, it might be the Throne of Life, so that'd be a hell of a thing to get. So I wonder if they're both just bum rushing Mictlan. You know, Mictlan proper, that is. Two Lord Henchmen. Okay. I don't know whether I want to try and break this siege again or not, because it did not go well for me last time. It really didn't. Okay. Got all these scouts to order. Man, so this is just an indie province that's like managed to maintain sovereignty. I still think it's funny that I've just kept this province that I stole so long ago. Oh goodness. All of these guys have finally extinguished them. I think they're good to just kind of stay there. You don't need to be holding on to that right now. Okay. And we don't need to be scouting out Indies. Yeah, I probably don't need to do that. So Ulm has been conquered. Oh, they were better Amazons than the Amazons for quite a while. Yeah, we're not looking bad here. Okay, so our research goals are in order. We've ordered the construction of some units. I think we're going to try and start making this... Well, we're going to make it a temple for sure. That's first off. First off, we're making it a temple. We're going to try and pray this away, try and pray that away. We're making another Dryad Mother. She's going to start doing blood sacrifices again. And that should work out pretty well for us. And I think the poison way is not a bad idea of how to do this, unless he starts casting mass flight and just immediately jumping all over me. In which case it's just not going to have time to take effect. Well, we'll see. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to call it for turn 36. I'll see you next time.